The more you reveal your pain, the more people might want to hurt you. Although it doesn't always happen, some people take pleasure in seeing you suffer or even contribute to it. This behavior of sadism and envy, unfortunately, is present in many and can hinder your personal growth in various fields of life, whether at work, within a circle of friends, or even in the family. Therefore, learning not to show your weak points can become your strong point. Imagine yourself as a tree. In the midst of a storm, the leaves may flutter and the branches may sway, but the trunk remains solid, deeply rooted in the earth. This is the portrait of silent resilience that we aim to teach here. We will discuss how you can become stronger by showing that you are not easily affected by external or internal issues. Each challenge teaches you to be like the tree, acting as if nothing bothers you. You are not denying the storm, but choosing not to let the rain soak you and the wind knock you down. You will learn to be the master of your own fate, firm, strong, and serene in a sea of chaos. In this video, we will talk about 18 Stoic principles of Epictetus, a great and renowned philosopher. You have probably heard of him. In addition, I invite you to self-knowledge, where strength does not come from the noise of thunder, but from the silence of the light that illuminates the path. Therefore, in the next few minutes, focus on the content and not on daily distractions. Principle number 1. Listen twice as much as you speak. Have you ever thought about why nature gave us 2 ears but only 1 mouth? According to Epictetus, there is no error or coincidence in this, but rather a clear purpose. Not to fall in love with our voice as much as we are called to fall in love with the voices of others. It is by learning from others that we advance in life, not by repeating our own speech. So, from today, start paying more attention to what people around you say and less to what you have been upholding until now. Principle number 2. Always expect the worst. One of the biggest causes of anxiety and its devastating consequences is believing that unfavorable circumstances await us in the future. We fear that our children will abandon their studies, that we will be fired from work, that our spouse will confess to having an affair and ask for a divorce, or that something else bad will happen, like going bankrupt. The problem is that one day we fear one of these problems, and the next day another. Life's path, in addition to reserving good and happy parts for us, also reserves a handful of inevitable problems. Therefore, we live in permanent stress caused by different stimuli each day. This is where Epictetus comes into the picture, as his proposal is as drastic as it is effective. He says to think that all these things you fear so much have already happened. In this way, your spirit will develop coping strategies to move forward with your head held high. Principle number 3. Prepare to fail because it is the only way to progress. We do the impossible to avoid being considered fools, but Epictetus has another view. According to his philosophy, one of the best things that can happen to you is to be considered a fool, as this is the way to really improve professionally and personally. The Stoic philosopher reminds us that overcoming is not the product of a spontaneous reaction, but the result of a long path of trial and error. It is through error that we can polish what distances us from excellence. Principle number 4. Be aware of the dangers of fortune. This wealth that we desire brings with it a stigma from which few can free themselves. It's not just about the people who will emerge from nowhere to benefit from our fortune by pretending friendship. Money has the ability to transform people, and not necessarily for the better. Once we possess this highly coveted resource, we come to have something that until then we did not know we had, and our spirit may begin to poison itself in the face of the loss of moral values. Principle number 5. Do not cling to a single hope. Fortunately, we are beings inclined to practice diversity. There is no reason to put all our hopes in a single dream, since failing in it could be devastating. Therefore, Epictetus encourages us to pursue many dreams, exponentially increasing our chances of success. Principle number 6. Always remember that death is waiting at the end of the road. This advice does not call us to pessimism, but to be aware that death is the final destination of all our actions and efforts. Once we have this in mind, we might start to evaluate whether it is worth spending 20 years of our limited life saving to pay for a house that we will not be able to take with us once death visits us. Just as we carry indispensable objects like phones and credit cards, it would benefit us to carry a small notebook with these Stoic principles.